Hello everyone, Badger here, and today we're gonna take a look at some DCS once again in the AJS-37 Viggen. And this is a pretty tough mission that I'm actually looking forward to, but it also scares me a bit because I failed this a few times. And we're gonna sink a ship, the Russian missile cruiser, the Moscow class missile cruiser, which has really good air defenses. And the Russian coast here, well, this is Abkhazia and here is Russia, here we have Georgia. They have really good defenses where these red dots are, so we cannot go out to sea and just go there. We must instead use the mountains for cover, fly here, release the missiles, and then turn back and go back the same way we came. And we have the RBO-4, which is the older generation missile, so we have to get pretty close. We have to fly really close to the water, really low, which is dangerous on its own. It even says fly low, low, low. Must knock into the mountains. Yeah, so here's all the defenses and all that we have to worry about, so it's very heavy. But let's take a look. I'll cut out here. And so here we are. It's the canopy first. The yes, that's strange. There we go. So check this is safe and forwards. Trigger safety. Yes. Landing gear is down. AFK lever is up. And we're gonna depress the parking brakes. There. Pre-checks are done. Insert the data cartridge. And then we turn on ground power. Using F8, F2, F1.
Chief, turn on the ground power. Copy.
Gonna hear a beep, I think, now.
Ground power is now on.
Yeah, that's the radar warning receiver reacting to radar coming from somewhere here. Probably from the front somewhere, I would say. Turn on power, low pressure fuel, turn off the warning lights. And then we turn on the lights. I like to turn on lights even in daytime, because it makes it so much easier to see. You can see the instruments so much more clearly now. And I have the checklist here on the right, so I'll probably move my head a lot, just like this, to read it. Where was I? Master mode, BER. Throttle unlocked, ground idle. And of course set it to idle. Landing light, emergency light off. Roll trim, check and center, that's that button, but it doesn't have any function, I'm not sure. Autopilot yaw correction, set 0. Generator, on. Radio, set to normal and guard. That's the far left mode. Radio channel is 2. I had to configure that, it didn't work earlier. I'm not sure if it's gonna work now either, but I set the specific channel now even. Flight recorder on. Radar illumination, well, we don't need to change that, we don't have the radar on, we'll change that as we go. Radar altimeter, set to land, we're gonna be flying over land most of the time. Thrust reverser off. Yes, it's off now. HUD glass, low position. Slave switch, HUD slave switch, off. And barometric pressure source. I'm gonna fast direct the backup, not the altimeter, attitude indicator. Artificial horizon, and the altimeters. These are the backup instruments, and this one points to nearly 27, that one does too. Okay, engine fuel pressure ratio 1.0, so it's set. Fuel indicator should be around here actually, but I guess we don't have full tanks. But that's alright. Exterior lighting, and we're gonna turn this one on. I'm not gonna use the AIs, I don't really need the collision lights or anything. This is basically the rotating beacon that shows everyone that we are about to start the plane up. It's a warning light basically. Where was I? IFF, which is our transponder, turn it on. TILS, mode A. Radar altimeter on, yes. Circuit breakers. Yes, all checked. Data cartridge input. Ref Lola input 9099. When that goes away. Yes, well, good input. You saw the computer react. I'm gonna input the time, which we do by pressing F2. On the bottom right it's 9:34:42, so I'm gonna set it to 09:35. 0935. 095. And press the enter button. Check the one of these so that everything works here. Yeah. I'm not gonna check these for the sake of, I'm gonna trust that everything is correct. But you wanna check, so see. You can see the coordinates, current coordinates here. Turn on the oxygen and we're gonna enter the wind data. If they respond to us. So one thing I actually forgot is this hidden button. That's all our warning lights. I should have done that much earlier. All the warning codes, lights are on. And then we're gonna do this. So you should hear those two burst. The fire light should come on, the stick vibrator should come on. And the fuel should go down to 30%, yes. And it should show the code here. Yeah. Okay, well then we're gonna ask for startup permission from air traffic controller, and I hope this works, otherwise I'm not sure what to do.
Copy. In field. 1-1.
We'll do without that then. Yeah, it actually works.
Cleared for startup. Wind 111 at 5 meters per second.
111 at 05. So we input 11105. There. Wind information has been entered. We are pretty much good to go. Let me see where I was. So we have permission to start up. Yeah. Turn on the ignition. Or engine starter actually. So the start system should come on. And our temperature should not exceed 400 degrees. Here. Because then something is wrong with the plane, possibly leading to a fire. That's hydraulic pressure warnings. Okay, we're good. 260 something degrees. Okay, so I'm going to do the ground idle check. We are at 55 to 65%, yes. Pressure ratio is around 1.0, yes. Nozzle indicator shows 0, it's this one. Max engine temperature, ETT, is 350, we're at 260. And the spark light, turn on here. SPAK is the autopilot dampener. Check everything is full. Free deflection. Speed brake out. Green light. And speed brake in. Light goes away. Okay, we're pretty much good to go then. Just have to check brake pressure. Should be 270. We're a bit high. Just a tiny bit, but we're not far from there. 270 at most. And this is the point where you turn on the ejection seat. But as you can see, we're in a hangar, so I'm not gonna risk that. I usually do that when I get to the runway threshold or on the runway. Timber, master cars, no warning lights except for landing gear being out, 3 green lights, and ejection seat and canopy have not been armed. The canopy ejection. Set the landing light on. Then I think I'll switch back to channel 2 too pretty soon.
Call key. In field 1-1. Request taxi to runway. Field 1-1. Call key. Clear to taxi to runway 9.
Break off. We're moving. Of course, I forgot to turn off the ground power because I didn't look at that checklist. They got a bit pissy with me there. That's a bit of a stupid mistake. Completely missed that rule.
Chief, turn off the ground power. Copy.
Trying to take off with the cable still touched.
Ground power is now off.
There we go. That's embarrassing. That's a rookie mistake, if there is one. But that happens surprisingly often because I usually skip that one part of the... Need to rewrite my checklist. I'm gonna tell my wingman to... Turn to base.
RTB.
And they're not gonna respond to me, I guess. I hope they heard me. Because I don't trust the AI. We're gonna fly through a canyon and the AI is usually not very good at doing that. So we're going to runway 9. Yeah, that's this one. I really should have done the... That's stupid. I looked at the wrong part of the checklist and I missed something. Oh well. No harm. Arm the ejection seat. The runway 09 and going in that direction.
Call key. In field 1-1. Request takeoff.
Why did that happen?
Call key. In field 1-1. Request takeoff.
Why did it change ranger channels on me?
Field 1-1. Call key. You are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QSE 29.89.
Okay, this is center line is going from here. Okay, so we turn on the nav. That reference spot. Okay, so ejection seat, transponder is checked on, nav mode. All the instruments work, we have no error codes. Runway center line aligned. Okay. Brakes applied and throttle up. And let go the brakes. Give it a bit of afterburn. I think that would be good for us. We are pretty heavily loaded with anti-ship missiles. So you can see in the bottom there, that's our speed. I can't see it much. But we need to take off at 300, so about now. Go back a bit more. Let's start. Full afterburn. Push down a little bit. We go. In flight mode. Gear in. Other glass up. I had some sort of error there. I'm not sure what that actually was. I think it's just landing gear transition. Tell once again my wingman. Flight to the base.
RTB.
I'm not sure why they can't hear me. I guess they must have programmed the wrong radio channel when whoever designed this mission did. Okay, something's going on. So we're gonna turn on the radar ultimately. because we're gonna be flying pretty low to the ground. Trim up a little bit. It's pressure stick pressure, so I don't take off some pressure from the stick. I mean, what the hell am I talking about? Not trimmed. So we're gonna fly into these mountains, which are on the radar actually. Pilot, and then we're gonna use terrain avoidance mode. Basically what the radar shows now is that it shows obstacles on the radar. So you can see everything here is an obstacle. If I keep flying in that direction, there's the valley entrance. But if I keep flying in this direction, then eventually I'll hit something. Since we are flying, we can see everything. We don't have to worry about anything. So we're gonna fly here, we're gonna enter the canyon, and then we're gonna make a left to our landmarks. Should be 2 electrical poles. That's hard to say. Because as you can see, we have low clouds and we're going into the mountains, and I do not want to fly blind. And we cannot go above the mountain, we need them for masking. Because right now, you can hear we're being pinged by the radar. So probably friendly forces that know we're actually here. So I wouldn't be too worried about this. You can see the warning lights here, the yellow ones. Shows the approximate direction basically. It's only 6 of them, so you can see it's there. It's not a very accurate direction thing, but it gives you an approximate. So we'll just fly along. I can set up my weapons in the meantime. Set this one to attack mode. And then we'll set it to single shot and single target. So we have to fire 1 missile at a time, because we have 2 missiles. 2 anti-ship. I'm also going to check the QFE of waypoint 7. It's 10:13. Well, that's actually good. So barometric pressure has been set. So yeah, we're gonna fly really low when we get out there, because the Russian Moscow missile cruiser has a really good defense system. So we're going to be flying really low, like 25 meters is its minimum target, so we need to be extremely low. But we flew over that at 30 meters, so we need to be even closer. And right now we're 90, we're 100 meters above this water surface. We need to go 4 times lower minimum. I want to hang around about 15 meters, I think that gives me a good safety margin, but I think 10 meters is good as well. This is a part that I don't like, because now we have to find the right canyon entrance, because there are many. About to pass, I should have read the map before, shouldn't I? So we passed I'm gonna assume we're gonna turn up here. So I'm a bit unsure, I didn't study the flight plan. But this looks like our canyon entrance, yeah. This looks good. Could fly there to the left. That's the coast, isn't it? Yeah, that's bad. But I can see, we can't see. Oh yeah, we can see a little bit. I really hope that this area opens up into another canyon. And that red light means we're about to collide with something. Peak here, this will mask our radar signature, because the enemy is something somewhere in that direction to the left. Oh yeah, this is good. Oh, that's scary. You can see the ceiling. Cloud cover. Fly a little bit higher. I'm actually not. Don't want to risk it. We have to use the terrain for stealth, so we don't want to give away our position. So as soon as I get over this, I'm gonna turn on the radar warning sound again. Currently I'll have it only in light mode. Sound mode is on. Light and sound. So I don't think we need to fly low, because these mountains will do a good job masking us. Unless they have a hidden radar station set up here somewhere here, which I doubt, because this is the country they're invading. We're really close to the Russian border, though. It's just to the right of us. If you look on the map. So we're coming up on waypoint 2. And there's the Russian border. So we're somewhere here. So we're probably here. Yeah, this is, see this canyon here, this is this part. It's not where we are. That's a terrible map. But it's basically telling us that we should fly straight forward. And then it looks like it's forking a little bit, so we're gonna keep left. Terrible maps. Yeah, I think we'll, yeah, that looks like it. Another path. It's hard to tell because that's a really bad map. But you can see there's a canyon here, and that's the one we're gonna take in. And 6 is our final waypoint. That's when we're gonna come out. That's where I'm gonna have to get really low. Here we're safe, so this is no problem. If I get a sudden radar ping right now, then there's most likely an enemy fighter or something that just saw me. Or they have a hidden radar station somewhere. But they should not be here just yet. They have no business in this canyon. Unless they're planning to strike us the exact same way we are by sneaking through this canyon. Getting kind of worried now, I'm scaring myself. Yeah, so we need to get really low. It's pretty easy to fly low over the water, though that's not too difficult. Because it's static, so to speak. Here we have terrain, and a slight difference in terrain could really screw me over. I was gonna go down low for fun. Okay, I think this is the fork I was talking about. Yeah, because you can see something turns off. We're passing waypoint 3. You can see there's waypoint 3. this arrow points at it. And oop, we're past it, so we're going there. We're not gonna turn in there. Oh my god. We're not gonna turn in there either, I think we're gonna go straight here. I don't like that, because those clouds are low. But that looks about it. You can see here, I think this bend here is this. Goddamn, should have seen a lake. Seems like it's water here. Oh, that's letters. I'll be ready. Because I don't like this. Hey, there we go. It opens up. And this is the canyon. Waypoint 4. Now the thing is that we're most likely not even gonna destroy it. We only need to damage the Moscow cruiser in order to get it out of the fight. Thinking it would be the best, that would be amazing, but a single ship is not very likely to do so. Because they will try to shoot them down with their cannons. So I'm not feeling too hopeful in actually being able to even hit it, but we have to try. Is the distance to the next waypoint 30 kilometers, and I think it's ticking down pretty quickly. Now the reason I'm not using any afterburns is because I want to save some fuel. I don't want to burn everything off now. Though we're still at 100% fuel because we have just used all the external fuel tank. So I could actually drop the external tank to give us that extra bit of aerodynamic, to get us some extra speed. I think I'll keep it. So when we get to the area, then I need to ready myself, set it into the right modes, take the safety off and all that, and then actually physically find. Okay, first we're gonna do this. Tactical mode, input 9, 7. Guess that this is probably where we're going, so this is turning right now. So we're close to the waypoint, so that will make sense. Whew, we are close. This is... I think we just follow the canyon from here, so... Terrain avoidance mode off on the radar. Radar off, so we don't give the enemy a warning. Light and sound mode on. I'm actually feeling a bit scared. So last time I did this, I was shot down immediately when I came out of the canyon. They have so many air defense systems, you need to get low quickly. Past waypoint 4. I think waypoint 5 is hidden underneath 8 there. Okay, we're not gonna need this anymore. Some G's there. DCS shouldn't stutter as much as it does. Like right now I'm 43% or FPS. But sometimes it goes down below 20. Like now we are just at 31, 30 FPS. That's probably just those trees and shadows they cast. Okay, this is probably the corner. Attack mode. Set up. Okay, this is our turn. Really low. My heart is beating. Not only because we're flying so low, but because okay, just over this hill, that's when it will be detected. Then we have to get low. Should be pinged any second now with that defense over there. Okay. We've been hitting. Locked on. Missile fire. Come on. 20 meters. We're safe. What the hell is it doing? There's our ship, so I guess we're gonna... We should not be out there this long, this is the problem. But I came off, I think we're a bit early on target. Shit, gotta get low. Holy shit, that's scary. I basically did a blind fire because I was not sure what I was doing. Moscow has been damaged. We are safe. Whew, what a rush. Safety on. Mode back. Got a back base. B8. That's our valley. And now we accelerate to get the hell out of here. It's not a bit too crazy though. I'm gonna keep my own velocity vector. Oh, I'm getting Mac tuck. Oh shit. Mac tuck is when you... Our lines. Oh, we're not yet safe yet. Burner off so we don't black out. I think we made it. Holy shit. Whew. Not safe yet. Should disappear as we go around this bend. Yeah, we're safe. What? Then we're gonna take the reverse waypoints back home. Okay, we're safe. Why are we getting these echoes? We should not be getting radars. Boosting out of here because I don't really want to hang around in case they have fire scrambled. Because I did spend a lot of time there. Oh, that was a bit scary. It's still going. No. Collision radar mode on. I wonder if that's my wingman that's been with me the entire time. Hope not. So we need to find our way back to waypoint 3, and that's kind of as easy as I think it is. I think we came in this way. A bit skeptical for this. Don't want to fly over the Russian border exactly. But I have no idea where we are. I think this is right, because this is the thing that we came over. Oh, still, what a fucking rush. That was exciting. Problem is I was there way early, so I think I flew a bit too fast to the actual objective marker, because the ship was not where I was expecting it, so I had to do a blind. But since he was leading everyone, the big cruiser was leading everyone, the missiles only went after him. Oof. Still feeling it beating. That sort of adrenaline kick you get. Because I failed this mission probably 3 times before. Until I learned that you have to fly underneath 25 meters. Because there's so many anti-air guns in that coastal area. Well, I don't want to crash now. 30 kilometers to waypoint 3. Still beeping. Oh. It could have been like some sort of radar echo through the valley or something, but that still seems strange to me. And it's not like I get shot down immediately. You know, the missiles still take a fair bit of time to travel to me. But I'm not gonna risk it, because I'm not exactly sure where the launchers are in relation to me. If I remember right, we passed over this crest. If that's not the case, then I'm just gonna go full afterburner and hope that I can get home. So I'm not gonna try and go down into this valley again if I have to go over the cloud coverage. Because flying blind in a mountainous area is just fucking, you see. Can't even see that peak over there. Because of the mountains. Okay, that looks good. And what I did earlier when I set waypoint 3, like 9 in tactical mode, so you make a target waypoint, so you can move it, but I didn't do that anyway, so it didn't matter. I basically just did a blind fire. I never actually done a blind fire in the RBO5, so it was very interesting to see that it worked so well. And I have no idea whether or not I was within the minimum. I was definitely not at the maximum range. I was very close, so I might have been within the minimum, or very close to that. 3, so we're gonna set waypoint 2. Otherwise I will switch to the wrong one. At this point we're pretty safe, I feel. Waypoint 3 is... I could actually take waypoint 9 home apparently. But I think I'll go the same way home. I'm not gonna risk it, because I know we have defenses in Sukhumi and Sochi and all that over here. Along this stretch. But like I said, I'm not going to, if I fly into the clouds because I make a mistake and go into the wrong canyon, then We're just gonna full afterburner and hope for the best and fly to our home area. Though I doubt that I can actually outrun a SA-10 or something like that. Or SA, you know, the Buck or the Cub. The Russian medium range defense, because they are very fast and they have pretty good rockets too, so. They have plenty of fuel still. That line over there called the tie, that's the minimum. If we go underneath there, we might not make it back to base. I'm not flying in fuel efficient mode either right now. We have enough fuel to burn. I don't want to stay in the area too long. So I'm not really even trying to be fuel efficient right now. I think that's the peak that we went by before. Right there. But I'm unsure. One. Yeah, that makes sense. Either that one or that one. You can see over there, so that's a safe bet. Oh no, we're going for the safe bet. I'm not going to fuck about with that. No thanks. I think these canyons link up, or I hope, otherwise I'll fly into Russia. I think this... This is where it opens up. Okay. And there's the dam. We're about to be home. Dam should be right up there. Yep, I see it. Is that the landing base? Landing base should be up ahead. Why is it? I really wonder if my system is kind of messed up. So the landing base does not show up on the radar, which it should. All the waypoints show up. I know roughly where we're going, so. And even if I don't, that's why we have...
Cool key. In field 1-1, inbound. Field 1-1, cool key, fly heading 190, 135, QSE 29.89, runway 09, dependent altitude.
190. 109. it's friendly radar that's pinging us. These hills would block the enemy anyways. What the hell is going on up ahead? I'm not taking a risk of that ghost. What the hell? That's fucking scary. I've never seen that before. That is really fucking scary. I've not come this far to be destroyed by a glitch. Actually flying way faster than we're actually allowed, technically. So we need to slow down a lot. I think it's just behind that hill there that the airfield is. A bit annoying that the nav system doesn't want to tell me where I'm supposed to go. Yeah. It's showing the landing base is really far away. Okay, approach, airspeed 550. Everything is back up. Thrust reverser on. Brake pressure checked. Hot gas down. So you can see we've got a radar signature to the left, and that's the our air defense, I think. And that's probably from there, that's probably our friendly ones. Unless I'm about to hit by a long range shot from an enemy air defense. Which feels a bit unlikely. I think I saw the runway there. Yeah, there it is. Wasn't exactly where I looked at first, but... Ah. Lose some speed, we're still going too fast for our landing gear. Need a bit 550, so it's roughly there. Approach looks pretty good to runway 9. Low speed. Shut up low. It's alright. Coming in pretty low as well. Have time to adjust. Isn't really how we come in though. The problem with DCS is you don't get all the approach charts and everything built into the game, so it's kind of hard to access it. Contact the towers pretty soon. You basically want to put that dot in the middle right there. We're not gonna start descending just yet. lower our throttle, and you can see our velocity vector drops. Landing gears out.
Colkey, in field 1-1, request landing. Enfield 1-1, Colkey, clear to land, runway 09, wind 111 at 5 meters per second.
So we have the wind right in our face, basically. It's good. Maintaining 12 degrees of AOA, as you can see. Our airspeed is almost 300. It's time to slow down. Lead ourselves a little bit to the right. Isn't that a beautiful landing? Fast reverser. So we don't have to use our brakes. And we just coast. Could have actually turned off there.
Enfield 1-1, taxi to parking area.
Landing light off. I think we'll just park here. Well, there we are. Shut the plane down. First parking brake. Turn lights off, radial timber off. Transponder off. Action seat. Parking brake, ejection seat, max G-low, AFK lever off and up, yep. Generator off. Wait, warning receiver, IFF transponder, external illumination. Internal. Oxygen. There we go. That's everything. Mission complete, and I hope you liked it. It's a pretty lengthy video, but still. I'll see you around next time.